Guys, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Don't do to the S23 Ultra the 6.1 UI update. Don't do it. Period. Don't do it. Here's why. A couple of weeks ago, the update 1 UI 6.1 for the S23 Ultra and the other S23 models was barely released, and all of us gathered to make the update because it has artificial intelligence. Well guys, I got to tell you that this update has a lot of problems, so don't do it. And into this video, I'm gonna tell you the reasons so you will lose important functions with this new update. Yes, you will lose. So I talked and told you guys to make the update because blah blah blah, it has artificial intelligence, but I didn't think 1 second that Samsung will remove or had let's say some kind of bugs into the Android 14, the 6.1 UI. So before we begin this review, guys, here are the 4 reasons not to make this update, and here are the 4 functions you will lose. The first function is you cannot make anymore the restoration of your images, remastering of your images to, you know, when the photography are distorted on the faces, and because the lenses of the camera distorts our faces and our bodies and the images, where with the remastering you could do. Remastering will not work anymore into the Android 14. The first thing you will lose is that you will not be able to correct the distortion of your photography. So these phones will use it even for the photography. I myself, I'm a dude that I'm a photographer. I use my phones even in the weddings, even into the backstage, let's say, to film and make photography. And I want my photography to, even if it's taken with the mobile phone, I want to be good. I want to be undistorted. You had the remaster function. Well, that remastering in the Android 14 will not work. Into the Android 13, well, it did work. And it worked well, I got to say. Now it's some quite hidden, that function, and I will put images on the screen for you to see, guys. But it's it makes a little bit of contrast, and that's it. It won't make your images undistorted. You know, the lenses of the camera. Another function is that I talked that application will not work. Some application will not work, but the Android 14 blocks the permission of the applications and blocks the old application. And one app that it blocked is the hi-fi player, and you cannot stream anymore to your earphones, even if you are using an external dongle, as we have into our videos, to stream 24 bits. Now with the Android 14, you cannot stream anymore 24 bits. The hi-fi player, we all listen to the hi-fi player. Now I filmed last night and I saw that I couldn't broadcast into my earphones with an external Bluetooth adapter that has aptX adaptive. For those of you who don't know this, see into our videos, we have a possibility to put an external adapter to your phones as an external sound card that will give aptX adaptive, because Samsung in their phones are too lazy to put an aptX adaptive. They put only aptX. And it's impossible to stream 24 bits now out of these phones, even with an external adapter, which is, I don't know what is into the heads of the Samsung when they make these updates. I don't know what developers they have, and I'm sorry that I say this. I hope YouTube, you will see this, that I'm an impartial guy, and I say it once again that I'm a Samsung fan. All the time I buy and promote Samsung products, but I got to say these things because are real, are true, and are correct. And why not to inform you guys? Because you, like me now, I cannot have the possibility to downgrade to Android 14, and I have to make with the Odin and search for the firmware, and they made me a lot of trouble for this and I got to reprogram my phone. That will take at least 2 days to reprogram all the application, to make all the backups, and I don't know if they work. You will not be able to stream 24 bits with hi-fi player, even if you are putting that external USB external device bit by bit perfect. Only 16 bits you will be able to get out of your phone. The third feature that you lose with the Android 14 One UI 6.1 is the battery life. The battery life, it's weaker. This Android AI technology consumes more battery. It's not a big of a deal. Let's say you will lose 15% more with the Android 14 that you had before into the Android 13. The fourth feature that you will lose is the SmartView 4K streaming. You know, you can stream with your phone over your TV with the Samsung SmartView. It's a function in screen mirroring. In Android 13 you could stream in 4K resolution. And not only this, with your remote control, let's suppose this is a Samsung remote control, smart remote control. With my smart remote control, I could manage to change the subtitle, to browse and skip the film or the video that I'm watching. Now with the Android 14 we have only Full HD. So Samsung did it again, and this is a big thing. They decreased from 4K to the Full HD, and I don't know really what they done this, why they do these things. And guys, there are articles on the internet that Samsung company has been busted, has been catched with this kind of things. I'm not the only person that I'm telling you this. I'm very disturbed that a couple of days ago I wanted to watch a movie and I couldn't skip, and I saw only Full HD when my phone was capable of streaming 4K over my TV. Now I can stream only Full HD. So guys, I have installed the Android 13 back, and here it is. To show you guys, this is the Kung Fu Panda once again. Look, I have the remote control and I can control the subtitle and everything that is here. Okay, subtitles, here you are, and if you want the information, here you go. The 4K, it's streaming in 4K from the phone to the TV. So what are you doing, Samsung? A feature that you lose into the Android 14, well, is into the video player. You know, you can, when you import a video, you could make that remake up feature into the video. When you imported a video of you and you want to make a skin makeup, well, you cannot do it anymore. Into the Android 14 you had this possibility. So I wanted to make this video as fast as possible as I could, because these functions are very important to the users. These phones are amazing, but if Samsung want to say that it's an upgrade, if I'm looking more closely, it's a downgrade, making the update to 6.1 UI. So the 5.1 UI was perfect. No one talks about this, no one. All the users on the YouTube, oh, it's great, wow, look how great is the AI function. How much you will use the AI function? I use it in 3 weeks for testing once. Yeah, once. I didn't use it. So for this AI function, or for, I don't know who uses translation or the translating, where they don't know a language, and are a few languages, and you want to talk with the other person for your phone to translate, maybe it's useful. But to lose a bunch and a lot of functions, I don't think it's good that Samsung permit this. When Samsung put their hands on a firmware, from Google, they customize it and put that firmware into their phones. Now they downgrade. I don't know, they didn't test. They are missing a lot of important functions from the phone. And if you are used with one thing and a manufacturer made you used with something, well, that thing must keep it and not remove it from the next updates, because it's lame. The battery life, the phone hold me like, I got to tell you guys, 2 days. Now it hold me 1.5 days, the same usage, the same things, the same. And I got to tell you that all the things to the Android 13 were perfect. I don't know what was into my head to change to the Android 14. Now I'm not sure I will do the update to the Android 15. Even I will do it only if Samsung will put the aptX adaptive into the Android 15. And all these problems that I reported will be solved. The battery life was affected. I talked about this and I told about this and I told you guys that I think the battery life will be affected. Based on my experience, I know these things, you know, and with this artificial intelligence, come on, let's be reasonable. All the time was the artificial intelligence. It's barely advertised now because it's a marketing thing, you know. The artificial intelligence was before. The Microsoft Excel has artificial intelligence inside it. You could make some mathematical algorithms that the Microsoft Excel will make you and will solve you mathematical calculations. So the artificial intelligence, it's a little bit overrated now. I see what the manufacturers of the phones put, artificial intelligence. I want to see real artificial intelligence, not like this. I don't know Apple 14 if it had the artificial intelligence, but I got a friend that has iPhone 13 and it be able, like in the One UI 6.1 that it's advertised being with artificial intelligence. Well, the iPhone 13 don't have artificial intelligence, but it still be able to search based on an image on a product. I have a speaker behind my back, right? Okay. With the iPhone 14, I'm able to search this speaker over the internet and it give me good, not as S23, not perfect, but good results. Let's say 90% good results with this speaker or any kind of other product. So what is up with this artificial intelligence? Come on, let's think like me, think outside the box. I don't know what is the deal, but with this Android 14 it's a lot of trouble, are a lot of missing features. So I will renounce and I will install the old Android 14, even if it's a difficult process, and I will put all the applications like my phone was previously. I was trying to make my phone. The pictures were awesome. Returning to the pictures, well, the picture quality is not different from the Android 14 and 13, the One UI 6.1, One UI 5.1. Well, it brings some modifications to the frame rate, Samsung, and other minor stuff. So guys, these things being said, I hope Samsung will understand this and fix this into the future. And I hope YouTube also, because our dear partners, our very close partners, #1 partners, YouTube and Google with Samsung. And I hope we'll see these things that I'm talking about and will restore them into the Android 15. And I will do this first if they will put the aptX adaptive codec into their phones. And I'm talking onto the flagship models. So guys, don't do the 6.1 update on the Samsung devices, the S23s Ultra and other devices. Don't do it. The phones are perfectly with the Android 13, the One UI 5.1. I'm saving you a lot of trouble, believe me. We are at Technology Reviews. You gotta love technology because technology is part of our lives. See you guys. Bye.